driveway, guys.
Very good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's auction here, number 3 Edgewood Court, Wantirna South. Just yesterday I was out shopping, getting a few presents ready for Christmas, and it actually took me longer to park my car than I spent inside the shopping centre. And it got me thinking about today's auction. What a great place to buy a home. If you're the lucky buyer here today, this time next year when Christmas comes around, and leave your car at home, I guarantee you can walk to the shopping centre quicker than you'd find parking there. Now I'm going to go into further detail about this fantastic opportunity in one moment, but for now, by way of introduction, my name's Brett Smith, and I'm very proud, very privileged to be your auctioneer here today. Now, as you can see, I'm not working alone. A number of my colleagues, including my business partner, Risnade and Janelle. I can see Jade here, Joe, Adam and Braden. If you've got any questions, if you need any help, feel free to let one of the guys know. Will certainly assist you in any way they can. On behalf of our vendors and the entire Barry Plant Wantirna team, I'd like to take this opportunity to extend a very warm welcome to all of you that have come along today, whether you be friends and family, any of the neighbours I can see, and those of you that are here to buy the home. And if you are here to buy, ladies and gentlemen, do wish you the best of luck today. It's always about this time you start to get tense, a little bit nervous. That's perfectly understandable. My role, my job as your auctioneer here today is to make sure that everyone here gets a fair and equal chance to buy the home behind me. Now, the way we're going to do that is going to follow a rather simple 3-stage process. First stage is we're going to review the contracts, and then I'll call for any questions. Second stage is we'll talk about the fantastic property, the area, and what's on offer for you here today. Before the third part, the most exciting part, and the part I hope you're here to participate in as well, when we'll open up the spirit of bidding and allow one lucky buyer to become the newest member to Edgewood Court. Now, if you are that lucky buyer here today, ladies and gentlemen, at the conclusion of the auction, we're simply going to ask you to come inside, sign an unconditional cash contract, pay a deposit of 10%. Settlement date is around the February time. We'll talk to you about that after the auction. The contracts, they have been on display for the past half an hour or so, and I know a number of you requested and received the documentation. I'm supremely confident that everything you need to know is there covered for you. The chattels included with today's sale, but it's all fixtures, fittings, fixed floor coverings, window furnishings and light fittings as inspected here today and throughout the duration over the last 3 weeks the house has been open. The title details, they're referred to as Lot 127. The plan of subdivision is 135528. The folio is 094458. And the folio is 098. That's the land better known to all of us here today as number 3 Edgewood Court. Fantastic piece of real estate, measuring approximately 662 square metres. The vendor statement, section 32 as we always call it, shows that the rates to the City of Knox are some $1,808 per annum. The land that's zoned general residential, Vic Roads have declared they have no further interest in the land. Now, as you would expect and can see, all your services, including gas, water, electricity, sewage, it's all there and ready, available for your connection. All you need to do is simply choose a provider that you wish to be with. Got a few rules to get underway. Today's auction is a Schedule 1 auction and will be conducted in accordance with the Sale of Land Act 2014 and any additional conditions that were made available for inspection before the start of today's auction. The auction rules, they prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for a property after the property has been knocked down to a successful bidder. The vendors, they have a reserve price. As the auctioneer, I will indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids and prohibits major disruptions by bidders and prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and it provides fines for this conduct. The rules, they permit vendor bids. The words I will use during an auction to indicate I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid. By law, only I as the auctioneer can make a vendor bid. Is the contract there? Made it as simple as possible. Are there any questions before we get things underway? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am keen to get things going today. I appreciate the weather's heating up, first weekend of summer. But I think today we've got something for everyone. Doesn't matter whether you're a first home buyer looking to get into the marketplace, an astute investor trying to add or start a portfolio, or those of you maybe looking to downsize from larger homes in the area that want to remain in one of the best pockets. The home itself is beautifully maintained. You can move straight in or rent it straight out depending on what you're buying it for. The land size I touched upon, great piece of real estate, 662 square metres. Street frontage is approximately 20 square metres. So it would make a great investment. The area itself has only gone from strength to strength. And we all know the golden rule of real estate: location, location, location. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you couldn't really have a better location. A court location, a walking distance to St Andrew's Christian College, which was recently ranked number 11 in Victoria, including all the private and public schools. We've got Westfield Knox. As I said, you can walk there, leave the car at home. It's going to undergo a revamp. $450 million is going to be pumped into that zone. It's only going to help with this area. Only minutes to Eastlink. On a day like today, 30 minutes, and you're at the peninsula, walking along the beach, sipping lattes. For those of you who like cricket, the season's upon us. Luckily for the Aussies, the Poms aren't coming this summer, because otherwise it could be a few more tears for you. But today's auction is the second one we've had so far today. The first one, that went over 200,000 above reserve. The market is very strong at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. So if you have come to bid, I suggest you do so early, do so with confidence. So that's enough from me. I'm going to pass it over to you. Where can I see a fair and reasonable start for number 3 Edgewood Court here in Wantirna South? What do you say, ladies and gentlemen? Where do we go? I'm in your hands now. I don't mind where we start. It's an old saying, where we end up that counts. You've all had your coffee. I know it's a hot day. A number of you have been through, requested the information. A couple of you wanted to make offers, maybe prior to the auction. I know you're here to bid. Happy to start things off if I need to. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to open things up. I'll keep things moving. The vendor bid at 650,000 now. The bid's with me at 650, and invite it back to you. At 650,000, where do we go from here, ladies and gentlemen? Ball's in your court, as they say. Tennis season's upon us. At 650,000 now. The auction we had earlier, just to give you a bit of warning, took 45 minutes from when we started to where we ended up. The reason being, everyone that was there to bid didn't want to do so for the first half of the auction. That's the case here. We're very happy. Got my sunscreen on, fully protected. Take as long as we need to, but in order for us to get to where you want it to go, we're going to need you to participate. At 650,000 now, the bid's with me on a vendor bid. Take a rise of 20 if you like. At 650,000, 670 can I say? At 650,000, rise of 20 anywhere at all. At 650,000, 670 can I say? At 650,000, ladies and gentlemen, I would have thought I would have seen a sea of hands in the air at that level. For those of you that have been in the area for a long time, you know what value that represents. People are paying 800,000 or more these days to knock a house down and rebuild. Certainly don't need to do that here. Move straight in, rent straight out. Choice is yours. At 650,000, then I'll call it down 3 times. First call, 650,000. For the second call, at 650,000. For the third, final time, 650,000. The same thing happened earlier. Say very slow to get things going. I don't know what it is, maybe the weather. Took a while for everyone to start putting their hands in the air. I can tell you what's going to happen from here. 2 things. One is I can keep talking. You can keep standing there with your hands in your pockets. It could be a very long day for all of us. The second thing is you could participate. And who knows? You might be a lucky owner very shortly. At 650,000, then pulled it down again. First call, 650,000. Second call, 650,000. For the third, final time, at 650,000, we're done. We're all finished. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll keep things moving. Place another bid, this time on behalf of the vendor at 700,000. I'm only going to go up from here and I'll invite anyone back in for 20. That's 700,000 now, the bid's with me, 720 can I say. That's 700,000, take a ride, 20 at all. That's 700,000, calling for 720. That's 700,000, great opportunity for those of you looking to get into the marketplace. Very hard to find good quality homes below the 800,000 level. That's 700,000 now, bids with me on the vendor bid at 700,000. Take a rise of 20 if you like. That's 700,000, calling for a rise of 20. 20 I have. Welcome to today's bidding. I knew we'd get there eventually. Best of luck. Said this earlier and I do mean it, I always have a very soft spot for that first person. Takes a bit of courage to put your hand in the air. But that's 720,000, that's great value. Could be great buying. That's 720,000 now, we have a genuine bid there at the back. That's 720,000. Keep the rise in 20 if you like. That's 720,000, 740 can I say. That's 720,000, 740 is the call. That's 720,000. Happy to pass things in if we need to. That's 720,000 now. Bids at the back. That's 720,000, I'll call it down. First call, that's 720,000. Second call, 720,000. For the third, final time at 720,000. The difference between now and a few minutes ago is there is someone that's holding a bid. What that means, ladies and gentlemen, if you have come to bid today, you're not the highest bidder, and we do go inside and speak to our vendor, only that person will have the right to come in and negotiate. So if you are here to buy today, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to need to put a bid in. So that's 720,000, called it down again. First call, that's 720,000. Second call, 720,000. For the third and final call, are we all done? Happy to let this couple come inside and talk directly with our vendors. We're finished. Seems like you're going to be silent. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think the neighbours would let me out of here alive if I was to sell a home for 720,000. I wouldn't fancy my chances much. I'm going to place another vendor bid. This will be the last time you hear from me today, I can assure you of that. Vendor bids now with me at 750,000. I'll invite you back in if you like. At 750,000, bids now with me at 750. At 750,000, I'll take a rise, 10 if you like. At 750,000, invite you back for 10. You're not holding the bid anymore, the bid's now with me. At 750,000, a rise of 10, anywhere at all. 2 weeks ago, similar home, Wantirna South, number 3 Renault Road. You see a couple of you here today that were there that day as well. Sold for 910,000. So I know this represents great value still. I know that people seem to be waiting till the end of auctions these days to place their bids. Maybe a tactic. Didn't work at the last one. Don't know if it'll work today. At 750,000 then, I will call it down 3 times. Call it nice and slow. Give you plenty of time to think. At 750,000. First call at 750. At 750,000 for the second time today. It'll be 750 for the third. Final time. I'd like to invite you back in for 10. If you want to have the exclusive right to come inside and negotiate with my vendors directly. I'm pretty sure if you do so, you'll be coming out with a new home. At 750,000, 760 can I say, give you exclusive rights to come inside, talk directly to my vendor. Give you time to explain what will happen, Janelle. But just to be clear again, they do make a bid and they come inside, no one else can actually talk to our vendors. If you have come to bid today, you're going to be shut out of it, I'm afraid. So that tactic of waiting till it's at the end doesn't always work. At 750,000, take a rise if you like. What's it going to be? 10,000, come inside, have a chat to my vendors. 10,000, 760 now, fairly bid and fairly offered, the bids there at the back. At 760,000 again, ladies and gentlemen, that changes everything. I keep repeating it, it's very clear that you understand. We've had a situation before where people are inside, someone's outside, they want to come and negotiate. We can't allow it by law. Only the person that's holding the highest bid has the right to come in and talk to us directly with our vendors. The vendors have got a very fair and reasonable reserve, and I'm pretty sure whoever comes inside will be buying the home very shortly afterwards. At 760,000 then, ladies and gentlemen, I'll pass it back. Before I pass it in, at 760,000. Make sure if you are here to buy, you let us know now. At 760,000 then. First call at 760,000. Second call, 760,000. For the third, final time today, are we all done? Silent, finished, 760,000. Ladies and gentlemen, just bear with me for 1 second. I'll go and seek instructions from my vendor and I'll be back out very shortly. Thank you very much, everyone, for your patience. As I'm sure you can appreciate, it's a big decision for everyone involved. Obviously, the vendors have chosen to run an auction campaign and would love to see their home sold under the auction system in a public environment so everyone can see what's going on, because normally what happens is after an auction, people start to come inside and they want to talk to us. It can't happen. So at the moment, we have a genuine bid at 760,000. Here it's at the back. I'm going to throw it open. 770,000 now. I have fairly bid fairly off with 2 people in it at the moment. At 770,000, invite you back for 10 if you like. At 770,000, 10 if you like. At 770,000 now, they've got the right to come and talk. At 770,000, 780 can I say? At 770,000, I don't think waiting till the end's going to help you today. At 770,000, you're going to need to bid. 780 can I say? At 770,000, 10, take a rise at 10, 20 if you like. At 770,000, I'll call it down then, ladies and gentlemen. At 770,000. Called it down before, I'm happy to do it again. First call, 770,000. Second call, 770,000. For the third, final time, $770,000. Again, sir, you need to be clear. You need to make sure you understand the ramifications if you don't bid no further. You won't be having an opportunity to buy the home today. Same to you, sir. You see you talking there with Jimmy. Bids here at $770,000. I know there's other people at the back. Be very, very clear. Cannot help you buy the home if you do not bid. I've said it a number of times. Do not be disappointed. For those of you that missed out with me a couple of weeks ago and are here to bid today, thinking you're going to wait to the end and have an opportunity. There's a fair and genuine bid here on my left. That's $770,000. Should there be no better bid, we'll happily invite this family inside. I'm pretty sure they'll be happy at that point. At $770,000. First call. Second call. Third, final call. Ladies and gentlemen, I have everyone's permission then to formally take this couple inside. Thank you very much. I appreciate your attendance today. We wish you the best of luck with any other properties you may have. I cannot take your bid, sir. I gave you the opportunity. I don't know what you was waiting for. Thank you very much for everyone that's come along today. I wish you all the best with the rest of your weekend.